Just recording, just be recording because it's crazy out here. No, just kidding. This is nothing in Iowa. But coming back from Starbucks. What we got here out in this country. Look at the casino out in the middle of nowhere. See everything? Yeah, there's nothing to see. Anyway, love y'all. Peace. No, wait. You know what? Just keep talking. Well, let's remind each other what we're thankful for and what to do each morning. All right? When you wake up, be thankful, be grateful, or give Thanksgiving throughout the day to each other. Make your communities a lot beautiful, a lot brighter. Raise each other's spirits. Pray for each other. Pray for your friends and enemies. Pray for their families. They know not what they do. It is this world of desperation, taxes, violence, drugs, black market money. Black market money, that's untraceable money. Organs, humans, trafficking, sex slaves, slave blocks in other countries that were still legal. Some of these people that got trafficked, got trafficked over here. Our people got trafficked over there. Just pray for those families, remember, that they may see or have closure. That their lives are not being in vain. That their deaths won't be in vain. Talking about being in vain. What about our grandfathers in World War II? They're the ones that are supposed to live like kings. They're the ones that are supposed to have all the push buttons. They're the ones that are supposed to not have to do anything, but they had to work all their lives until they were too old to enjoy it. When they retired. When they retired, they were tired. Too tired to fight. Too tired to stand up. Too tired to even research, to know what's going on. This country is a beautiful country. It's a strong country. The laws are current. We weren't born back in those days. Imagine if we were born before these laws were made, like women's rights, civil rights, veterans, the right to choose. Thank you, Trump. I'm not a veteran. I'm a patriot. Right? Like we all are. You're a patriot. You just don't know it yet. You're a warrior. You just don't know it. You just don't know the truth. But if you know the truth, you'd become a warrior because you would fight for that truth. You would even die for that truth. Because how else would you find your pride? We can find our pride when we find our truth, right? Truth of ourselves, within ourselves, of this world that's ours, that was given to us. So we're here only temporarily in these vessels. I'm new to YouTube. I don't like visuals of myself. I don't like my voice on recordings. Not because of anything else, but the way I sound or look. I don't really like mirrors. But what I have right there, that's all that I feel that is me. So, got off track. I'm a little ADD. But I think really fast. I think 12 thoughts with options in a matter of every 7 seconds. So, scattered, perhaps. Mouth don't keep up with my brain. I'm old school, Native American, I'm spiritual. I grew up my grandmother's ways and the ways of my father. I forgive my father for not being able to understand the importance right now because of the generational differences, gaps of the advanced tech that each generation doesn't know about the last anymore. But he has the old ways. He still talks the old ways, and I still need to hear those ways. Like until my last day, or his last day. And it's important for all of us that you know that what he knows. It's metaphor. It's poetic meaning of life. So you can have meaning. So you can have pride. I could get over this. Try to balance myself looking at myself on this screen. But I just don't want my ego to get away from me. I don't want to boast. I don't want to show off. I don't want to live for what's external. I don't want to have a point to prove. That's only status, class, or ego. I do have little contradictions, like these clothes. I mean, these are Carhartt. They look good. I look decent. But, I mean, I could be in care or I don't care bear, but, you know, your advanced tech goes against the old ways, the culture of my tribe, the Meskwaki Nation, and all other tribes, actually. We're just advanced that we forgot who we were, just as any human being. But I just want you to know that you're not crazy. You're not lost. You're already home when you're home in your heart. Nobody can take that away from you. All the people that are fighting for us, you know, all the people who are doing Bible studies or ministries or medicine men, healers, channelers, mediums. We'll pray for them. Pray for their humbleness, that they have, that they be humble so they can deliver God's word to us. Pray for their families, that they have safe travels, that you clear their paths. Oh, one thing is clear senses, okay? Clear senses. Ask. That's the way you ask, but be careful how you pray for and what you pray for. You just might get it if you ask in the wrong heart. But your senses, like your throat, pray for it clearer so you can speak when you need to speak, when you should speak, so you don't feel bad for not saying what you should have at the time. Or hear, pray for your clear hearing, so that you can hear things that you're supposed to hear, or not hear what you're not supposed to hear. You know, those misdirections or disinformationalists. Some of those disinformationalists are paid disinformationalists. I mean, I could have waited to put myself on the screen. I'm blind, I don't have a glass dog. I'm not blind. I wear glasses, but I don't have those. I have teeth, but I don't have them. That is my self-conscious thing, you know? I was only missing one tooth, but they had to remove all of them to put these veneers in. So I had them. They were supposed to be permanent, but 2 months later after I got them, I told the doctor, hey man, these things are, kind of loose, kind of whatever. He said, nah, they won't. They'll last forever. I'm like, all right, okay, don't let me complain later. Here, I'm complaining. It's been several years. But I need new ones, but they're not going to be the veneers, not going to be false teeth. And I'm like, oh man. But oh well. Because the more I find myself, the more that don't worry about that anymore. Now it's all about you. It's all about you. I'm all about you guys now. You guys, does that mean the whole human race population? Even the bad ones. For God even loved Barabbas. Whew. Passions of Christ. Remember Barabbas when he looked at Jesus Christ? A lot of stories that go around that with like Barabbas, the real actor. Or other things too. How God works. Is that an old school beer or is that a new beer? I don't know. But anyway, pray for the veterans that they come home. The men and women veterans that are across seas fighting for our freedoms, but are now possibly going to help return those countries back to the people. I believe in that. I believe that's what's going to happen. I believe we can make that happen. I believe us as the people of the United States, and remember, we're united. Remember, you can become American if you just come in the front door, not illegally. That, you know, everything's going to be fixed. The taxes, everything's going to be fixed. They'll fix everything. Just be happy with today. Wake up, be thankful you're able to make that conscious blink of your eye. Wake up and be thankful that you can make that conscious breath of your breath. But anyway, shit, I'm usually shaved too. But anyway, that was a motorcycle. I was gonna say, you go, kid. But anyway, so I like to say, you know, make these prayers daily, meditate, because evil cannot stay. Evil has to keep going. When you meditate, you actually stop time. You actually stop in time. And the longer you do it, the better. What I'm saying is, if I stayed still, empty my thoughts for 2 minutes, which is a long time for some of us. But my grandma said, practice, keep doing it. It's hard to do it. Slow ourselves down because of the chaos in here or the chaos in here. But sometimes this is tired, but this is higher or hyper. Sometimes this is tired and this is hyper. Anyway, I gotta cross this 4 lane. There's my ticket. Here it goes. I'm really in shape. I run, basically have marathons every day. I could do these while running. And my hill is a big ass hill. Ain't that motherfucker. But anyway, but if you stop and pray, do it longer each time. 5 minutes, 20 minutes. You can leave behind all the evil, all the bad. My grandma taught me this, and possibly 10 years old, 12 years old, and it works. She said, if you stop and meditate for 5 minutes, try to empty your thoughts. Try to be thoughtless. Because once you start thinking, there's even just a splinter of resistance, doubt, skepticism, questions. Once you put a question up, it's like you put a wall up already. And she always said, just sponge it, even if you don't believe in it. Just listen. And now I know. Listen to everything and believe nothing. Chew the meat, spit out the bone. Common sense, logic. facts and numbers, because it's out there. For emotions deliver no real message. And if you attack aggressively, most likely you're attacking with emotions. Or you're just resisting, because sometimes the truth is going to tell you that you lived your whole life a lie. And you're going to have to endure that. But that's okay. Because that's where we come back and just be proud of today. You know, I talk about pain and joy and forgiveness, because let's say circle here, circle there, but in the middle is forgiveness. Pain over here, joy over here. Joy, yeah, you could be overjoyed. You could start losing yourself because you're too confident. Get over yourself. Eventually you're gonna trip over your own feet because of conceitedness, ego, status, afraid to let go of what you earned, what you think you're owed, or the effort and time or money that's put in place, that you have to say, that was for nothing? No, it was not for nothing. It was for you to learn a lesson. So you forgive yourself, because other people are going to have to forgive you too. So that joy, now you go on a pain side. Pain side, maybe angry with yourself for being bad. Maybe somebody else is, or you're causing pain to others. They have to forgive you. So that pain, you have to come back to the middle, balance, centered, grounded. What do you call it? Realign your chakras. I was going to get into karmic religion, Buddhism, Hinduism, or how does it go? Karmic religion is a splinter of yoga religion. Yoga religion is a lot. Not just do 45-minute exercise and go back to stressful work. No, it's huge. And the yoga religion is just a splinter of Hinduism. Or was it Taoism? No, Hinduism. And that Hinduism is just a religion, or just a splinter of Buddhism. And Buddhism is like a lot, like everything. But I have studied all these with the foundation of my Meskwaki heritage culture. So there's a lot to go into it, because it just becomes simple. Because we all always have to be just thankful for today, right? I'm wearing a bunch of gear, it's kind of heavy, so I left my art bag. I knew I wasn't going to stay and draw. Just wanted to get my medicine, you know. Yeah, but anyway, to all my people who are jealous or envious, I still love you guys. If you guys can save yourself from pain or hurt, you guys can save me from pain or hurt too. No matter how bully you guys were, you guys are going to have to find yourself. We'll learn about wounded masculinity and wounded feminine energies. I'm just in between. You know, be stern sometimes. But pray for those veterans out there. Pray for those that are suffering. Pray for those, because there's always somebody that's going to be going through worse than you. No matter what you're going through, remember this. Somebody's always going to be going worse through you than you, I mean. Like me. No matter what I'm going through, there's somebody out there that has it worse. So, no matter what shape or form, forgive them. That's the only way you can be happy in your own skin. Show my tears, you know. Don't worry about that. I don't have a spouse to pick my pimples anymore. I destroy them. And I never get it. But, For those adults that live with their moms that are, about 25 and all that, how the hell are we going to have a family if you don't do that? If you're there, at least you're there. Because when they're gone, you're going to wish they were there. You're even going to wish for the problems that you guys used to have, just to have them back. So, don't take life for granted anymore. Give back. Give back more than you can take. Leave the rest for the people. If you're going to point fingers, remember always to point 12 fingers at yourself, because only evil has 6 hands. 6 fingers. Anyway. All my relations, we are all related to the one true God. Get that thing out. That's not a tear. Anyway. So no matter what my situation is, I have to keep going. I can't stop. I can't stand aside. If I die, I died proud. Like a warrior. For the truth. If you guys knew the truth, you guys would die for the truth, and I would have my instant army. We'd all be warriors of God to save everyone, to not leave no one, man, woman, elder, child behind. Save them all. Remember that. But don't be stupid and careless and reckless. Don't hold that against me, because I might let you down. I might get a Suzuki B-King and, I don't know, die doing what I love. If you guys are better off, okay. Anyway. I hope I said what I needed to say at this moment. I just need you guys to listen to something, at least, to begin somewhere. Don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid.